Hey, yo, it's me, Pops Fan Marmalade, and you're watching the Comics-Related Madness Network. Huh? So come get some. CromCon. CromCon.
If you're a fan of comic books and comic book conventions, Daytona Beach Comic Con needs to be on your list of must-attend events. It's a show that actually focuses on comic books. Imagine that! This year's event is happening on Saturday, September the 6th, and Sunday, September the 7th. Silverline creators will be there, so we'll see you at the show. There's a new convention in town, and it's sure to be mega fun without the mega expense. Comics, toys, collectibles, pop culture. ShadowCon, Saturday, February 1st, 2025, in Orlando, Florida. Silverline creators will be there, so we'll see you at the show. If you find yourself in the Orlando area, and let's be honest, doesn't everyone come to Orlando for the House of Mouse? Head over to Coliseum of Comics to get your comic book fix. Be sure to check out their location on East Colonial Drive, where they carry a wide selection of independent comics, including Silverline books. Stop by and don't forget to tell them Silverline sent you. Hey, if you're an independent comic creator looking to get your comic printed, look no further than Kablam Digital Printing. They print our comics and do a fantastic job. They can even print special edition covers. When you reach out to them, be sure to tell them Silverline sent you.
Hi, this is Tim TK, host of That Silverline Show on Tuesday. Join us at 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific every Tuesday night as we discuss pop culture and the joys of making comics.
Hi, I'm Barb Kilber, co-host of Silverline's Wednesday Wham. Join us each Wednesday night as we discuss comics, literature, movies, and anything else that may catch our attention.
I'm Roland Mann, and I host Silverline's Silver Sunday. Join me every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern as we make mine Silverline. Hello, everyone, and welcome to, I had a nasty feedback there. Welcome to Silverline's Silver Sunday. This Sunday, December 22nd, 2024. We've only got one more of these before I can no longer say 2024.
But you still will.
I bet I will. Yeah, I bet I will. I'm your host, I'm Roland Man, and I'm joined as usual by, which direction do I go here? But by that man in the mask guy, Mr. Mike W. Belcher. Say hi, Mike.
And tonight I am the Pumpkin King.
I was going to ask you, what exactly is that on your head?
That is a Jack Skeleton. This is his bow tie. And
all right.
I see it.
Other accoutrements of Mr. Skellington. So yes.
Yeah.
It looked, for a minute, it looked very Ice Capades. And I was, I thought it might be, it might be the Nightmare Before Christmas Ice Capade special.
And we're also joined by that one toy maker to the king, Mr.
Right.
Tom Mason.
I couldn't fit that on the line. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. And whatever you're celebrating this holiday season, have a good one.
But I knew the reference.
Yes, you did. Because you know why?
Because I'm a geek.
Yes, and we watch the same shows as kids over and over and over again.
That's true. That's so true. Tommy is in Mississippi. I don't know if he's going to join us tonight. I think he said he was going to try, but I think the internet there where he is not completely reliable.
Is there a Disneyland in Mississippi?
There is not a Disneyland in Mississippi. No.
All right.
He wanted to start Disneyland South, but I don't think he could get the rights to that. You know, have you ever seen the night before, the New Orleans night before, no, the Cajun night before Christmas?
No.
Santa Claus comes in on 12 alligators.
Does everybody get a box of gumbo?
It is great because when I was in college, I worked at a bookstore. We used to sell the crap out of that book.
Really?
Everybody, well, I went in Hattiesburg, which was about hour and a half from New Orleans, and everybody wanted that book.
Well, that's the thing too. I mean, know your audience, right?
Yes.
If you're gonna, I mean, yeah, you may not sell as many copies in New York City, but that will rule. That will rule south of the Mason-Dixon line.
That's right.
And
yes.
So, and it's because it's perfect for like the Florida, Mississippi, Louisiana.
Oh, absolutely.
market.
Yeah. I haven't seen that book in a long time. I need to, that's one of those I need to put on my, to get list.
Yeah.
Because it was, I remember I was in college and selling it was great.
Probably out of print by now. Somebody could bring that back.
It probably is out of print. I would guess.
I know a guy who knows a printer, and knows some guys who know how to put books together.
That's right. I don't see. Did you guys see a note from Roberta?
No.
Yeah, me either. So I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure. Roberta may pop in. I'm not sure about that. So you know what? And even if she doesn't, you got us. Here we are for the night.
That's right. And what are we talking about today, Roland?
Well, let's get to the news. What news do we have?
Team Beatles fulfilled.
Team Beatles fulfilled. Everyone should have those copies by now. And I have seen some posts. Thank you guys for taking pictures and posting your copies. Those holograms just still look gorgeous, look beautiful. Beyond the Stars is done. The campaign is finished. It ended on Tuesday. They fulfilled plus some. So very excited about that. I know Ron and the gang, they closed that out on Tuesday night. We already know the next campaign is going to launch, for those of you keeping track, going to launch on the 7th. January the 7th, and Tim and the Tuesday crew are going to do a launch party for that one. It's issue 2 of Wolf Hunter, which is written by Tim. Oh. So those guys are going to have a launch party to launch that on January 7th.
That sounds like a horror book.
It's not a horror book. Wolf Hunter is actually an alternate history World War II spy book. Yep. So it's basically kind of a what if the spy hunters, the Nazi hunters, or what if the Nazis got their hands on a secret weapon in England? Somebody's got to chase them down. It's nice. very, very James Bondish.
That's good.
Yeah, lots of action, cool action set on a train. So.
Oh man, trains are hard to draw for a lot of people too.
Trains are very hard to draw. Yeah,
there are 3 things I think that are the hardest thing for a modern artist to draw. One is trains. One is horses, and the other is men with hats.
And what?
Men with hats.
Men with hats.
But you can get used to it.
You can.
I thought you were going to say dogs.
No, because everybody loves dogs.
Well, no, I know that, but loving them and making them easy to draw. I remember Kyle Holtz. I remember talking to Kyle Holtz one time, and I don't remember what story we were talking about. And that's what he said. He goes, yeah, I don't care what you do, I don't want to draw any horses. And I said, horses, why not? And he goes, because my horses always end up looking like big dogs.
Well, that's the thing too. I think when you're working with an artist, you want to be able to say, okay, what do you hate to draw?
Yes.
And then you want to make them draw it.
Yeah.
No, I think
that's not where I was going with that. But
no.
I can't imagine. Kyle's awesome. I can't imagine that he thinks his horses look like dogs. I mean,
Also, I think some kind of demon horse from Kyle Holtz would be just awesome.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah.
Like on the original Ghost Rider. Oh man, I think he would kill on something like that.
Yeah. See, the thing is, and this is what I don't understand, is you look at Kyle and we can immediately think of like 3 books in the Marvel Universe and the DC Universe that he would be perfect for,
Yep.
and he hasn't done them.
Nope.
And is it a lack of vision on editor's part, or is it
Yep.
Kyle doesn't want to do it, or what's the deal? Because if we were at DC, we would, hey,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Ghost Rider, what do you got?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. I've got to say, it's got to be a lack of vision on DC and Marvel's part.
Or maybe there is vision, but you can't get corporate to go to greenlight.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. Yeah. Because you got to imagine Kyle would be like, okay, I'll try this. This sounds fun. We'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
You know?
Just do give me a 4-issue Marvel Ghost Rider series by Kyle.
Yep. Yeah. So, yeah. All right. Pop says, Merry Christmas, my friends. Merry Christmas back to you, Pops. Thank you, as always, for popping in. And he says, if you would like to bring your show to, book a spot, or become a sponsor of the Madness Entertainment Group, LLC, please contact us at Madness Comic on X, Pops Van Zant on Facebook, or pops at themeg.tv. And we absolutely, certainly encourage you to do that, because this is the Madness Entertainment Group is just a big collection assortment of folks who are like us, who get their geek on, and they come on here and talk about it.
It's the nerd station we always dreamed about.
It is, right?
Yeah, I wish there was a bunch of shows with nerds talking about my favorite comics, TV shows, and movies that I could watch every Sunday night.
Wouldn't I mean, we would have geeked out so hard in the 90s if something like this was on.
Man, we live in a golden age right now.
We do. David A. Scooterez, what is up, David? Thanks for hanging out with us. He says Kyle would kill it on Batman.
Yes,
he had a run on Detective about 4 years ago. That was really good. He got to draw the Spectre and some other stuff. It looked cool.
Spectre.
Oh yeah, it was good.
He'd be great on Spectre.
Who was writing that? Do you know?
Tomasi.
Okay.
Tomasi.
Wow.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah. Kyle's, Kyle should be drawing monster books. That's what he should draw,
Huh. Okay.
Let's see here. That was my campaign news. Let's see. I don't have any other campaign news. You guys have any other news?
I think you could say if you like Teen Beetle, you might still be able to pick up the Silverline Christmas special.
Yes,
because TB is in there.
Yes, that's right. Find that in comic shops. That should be in your comic shops. I don't. You know what? I don't know. I got an email from them that there was a shipping delay, so I think it might be coming out this week into shops.
The Christmas special.
The Christmas special, yes. Right. And because I don't know all the reasons for it. If some of the people listening know, maybe fill us in. But Diamond closed down one of their warehouses. And so where you were shipping books to 2 warehouses, that one warehouse closed down, and now all those other books go there. And I think we must have got caught up in some of that, so we're delayed by a week. So
anyway, look for it. If you have a comic book shop where you shop, there's a place to find it.
That's right. And be sure that you ask for Silverline Comics by name at your comic shop, so that your retailer will go, I need to look for this Silverline Comics.
That's right. And Roller Man will come to your house and thank you.
That's right.
Also, we could say that Silverline now has a presence on Blue Sky.
That's right.
You can look for us at #MakeMineSilverline, and you can find out all kinds of cool stuff. We did a sneak preview of the Christmas special with Henry Martinez drawing Teen Beetle and Santa Claus.
Oh, gorgeous stuff.
And oh my God, that was great art. Yeah. He sent me a page this morning, and I was like, I got to see everything. Send it over.
Send me it all.
And we did. We gave a shout out to Mike Belcher for his birthday.
Woot woot!
So,
so give us a follow over there, and make sure you wherever you follow Silverline on your social medias, be sure you like and thumbs up and follow and subscribe and share and all that stuff. We rely on you guys to help get the word out. We know that you guys are here. You obviously like us. So let some of your pals and your circles know that, hey, these guys, they're not too shabby. Check them out.
Hey, even if you don't like us, do it anyway.
Yeah.
Help us out.
Yeah, that's right. So that's all for the news. So Tom, back to your question.
Yes. What is our topic for today, Roland?
We are talking about Santa Claus.
Ho, ho, ho.
Pretty appropriate topic for the day, I would say. Since Santa Claus is coming on Wednesday.
Tuesday.
Yeah. Tuesday
night, yes.
Tuesday night. Yep, that's right.
He's at the gym today.
He's working out.
That's right.
He's eating his milk and cookies and lifting his weights, right? Have we seen the red one? Everybody seen the red one?
No, I've not seen the red one.
Oh, you need to see it. We the family went to the theater to watch it, to get that theater experience.
Right.
And it was a hoot. We talked about some of this before. I don't know that I would put it down as a cinematic literary content, but it was a lot of fun.
It's not the Citizen Kane of Christmas movies?
It was Chris Evans played a fantastic role in it, as well, of course, The Rock. The guy who played Jonah Jameson, what is his name?
Oh, he's the spokesman for Vabismo.
Yeah. He was Santa Claus, and he was good in it. Anyway,
Jack.
Yes, he was. He's jacked. I mean, Santa Claus is pumping weight, right?
He was in Oz too, so he worked out in prison.
Yeah. So, anyway, it was a lot of fun. Yep. David X. Gutierrez says Red One was great. The trailer does it a huge disservice. J.K. Simmons is his name. That's right. Yeah.
I keep wanting to call him J. Jonah Jameson.
I do too.
J.K. Simmons,
because he is such a perfect Jameson. Yeah.
The first time I saw him on screen as the character, I was like, there could not have been more perfect casting of comic book character to movie.
Yes.
J.K. Simmons.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and they don't always get those right.
No, and sometimes they change genders, or they change race, or the voice isn't right, or the clothing isn't right, because whatever movie people do what movie people do.
Yeah.
But somebody was thinking that that guy could be J. Jonah Jameson.
Well, there used to be an actor. Oh, I forget his name now. I can still see his face, but I forget his name. I used to look at him and I would say, "That's Harry Osborn." He's a little old now. He's a little old now, but I used to look at him and go, man, because he had that kind of, Harry Osborn kind of had that really shortcut curly hair,
right?
And certainly the way that Ramita drew him.
I always thought Jude Law could do it when Jude Law was younger.
Oh yeah.
Which is, again, because we're nerds, it's funny that we see an actor on screen in something else and we go, that guy could be Harry Osborn. Which is like really a fourth string Spider-Man character. He's not Peter Parker. It's not, Mary Jane. It's not Aunt May. It's not J. Jonah Jameson or whatever. It's like, that's Harry Osborn. I hope that guy plays Harry Osborn.
Yeah. I would be his agent. I could get him the job.
If he would call me, I could get 10% of that action.
That's right. So Santa makes his way on Tuesday night. He makes his way all around the world. I know as a kid, I used to always wonder, how did he do that? How? And of course, you always all the movies, and you always hear, well, it's magic, Santa magic reindeer. And of course, the red one, there's portals involved, right. And all kind of stuff like that, trying to explain, because, as once you get a little bit, when you're young as a kid, you're like, oh, cool. Yeah. Santa, of course he delivers all over the world. Right. Yeah. Of course he does. Then you get a little bit older. You're like, how does he do that?
Right. Well, and then you find out that some countries don't actually celebrate Christmas.
Right.
And so it's like, is everything a lie?
Yeah. Yeah. Does he just skip over Russia?
Right. What do they do?
Does Russia have a no-fly zone?
Right.
Does he have to go around the Arctic to get back to Europe?
Actually, the genius invention was the Santa tracker.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
I mean, that's like such a simple idea with sort of low-tech technology of the time, whatever it was 30, 40 years ago. And it's just, it's a thing.
Yeah. Yeah. And of course, it was on, it was on the news, it was on television. So, and it was a great way, I think, too, for to get kids to go to bed.
Yes, that's right. Look, we're going to divert him.
That's right.
He's going to LaGuardia instead.
Look, being in Mississippi, hey, look, Santa's over in Texas. He's headed this way. If you don't go to bed, he's going to skip over our house.
Right. But now with cell phones, you can just text your friends, "Hey, Johnny, is he over there yet?"
Yeah. Let's see. Woody M says, "Hi, I got a notification of some kind. Hello, Mike, Roland, Mike, Tom, and Pops. What's up, Woody? You got a notification that Santa's on the way, or that we're here?
Yeah, we're on the way.
Yeah. Yeah, so good if you got a notification. I'm not sure. I guess that's on YouTube. So I'm glad you got that notification. Hopefully that's why so many of the others are here. Let's see where most of our viewers are. Oh, we've got a wide assortment, but most everybody listening to us tonight come from Twitter. But we've got some YouTubers, and we've got, it looks like, a couple on Facebook. So
there we go.
Wherever you are, thank you for watching. Let's see what he says. I thought up Pascal's wager with Santa Claus long before I heard about Pascal's wager. No harm and not believing, and the presents keep coming.
That's right.
Yeah.
Even once it's like, maybe I don't want to give that away because. Right. In kid logic, it's like, well, the door closes at that point.
That's right. Yeah. So true story. My sister's younger than me. All right, I'm about to tell on myself here.
Yeah.
And when I already knew about Santa Claus, and when my sister asked, and my mom revealed it to her, I started crying because I'm like, no, we're not going to get any more presents.
It's ruined.
It's ruined. Why did you have to ask?
Right. Let the magic continue.
Right. It's like, why? Why did you have to do that? Let's see. Woody says, I got scared by a bluebird as a small child. Yeah. Well, Woody, was it a bluebird or a blue jay? Because they're differences. I cannot stand blue jays. Blue jays are mean birds.
They're the wasps of birds.
They are. They are. But a bluebird is not.
They're the happiness bird.
Yeah.
Yes, they are. They are, because one of the Disney princess girls sang about to the bluebird, right?
That's Cinderella. I think.
Cinderella, yeah,
or Snow White, one of those two.
Yeah, well, I get those. One of them. Yeah. Pop says, if I stopped believing, I would stop getting all these packages all year long. Yeah. The cat in the fake Santa hat. Yep. Travis Gardner says, hi guys. My name is Travis from Phoenix, Arizona. Key 70 UL. Travis is Santa, a two-kind of a ham radio operator.
I'm going to have to turn over all the cards and say I don't know the answer to that question.
Yeah, no.
I got no clue.
I don't either.
It's pretty cool.
You know what?
Radio operator.
Here's what I bet. I'm gonna piggyback off of our, was it last week or week before that? I bet Santa has a guy in a chair.
I bet he's got several guys in a chair, because I've seen a lot of Santa movies, and I'm pretty sure he's got a lot of guys in the chair.
Yes. So I bet Santa himself is not a ham radio operator, but I bet he's got a guy.
Yes.
And that guy probably has pointy ears.
And never and was promoted from the toy making.
That's right.
He used to make toys, and now he got promoted, and now he's the chair guy.
So what superpowers would Santa have to have in order to, and it doesn't have to be one, right? What kind of superpowers would Santa have to deliver packages all around the world in one night?
Well, you definitely got to get up and down the chimney. I mean, that right there with the finger next to the nose and a wink and a nod. That's some power right there. That's you got to have with or Santa's immune. So
Because we all saw Gremlins where the guy pretending to be Santa got stuck in the chimney.
true.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's normal people will break our necks. And,
That's right.
And
Yeah.
do the really horrible story in the middle of a movie.
And even the Grinch kind of got squished in a couple of times going down the chimney and had to
Yep.
readjust himself.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
So couple of comments coming in here. Pop says, I can't even call a friend to answer that question. David A. Scooter says, great example of guy in a chair for Santa is in Deadly Night, which is highly recommended.
Oh, there we go.
I had not seen Deadly Night.
But it sounds like we're all thinking the same way because there's
Yeah.
already a movie. There's already a movie as part of the ether.
Yes. Yeah. Woody says, I was once WNOTWT back when novice licenses. Oh, this must have been his call sign.
Right.
On ham radio. We're good for 1 year and not renewable.
Oh man, that's odd.
Yeah. Pop says he can make himself small, and then David says the same thing. He has size-changing abilities.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you this, that I would not be, if I was a kid, I wouldn't be scared if I saw a normal-sized Santa in my house. I would be really scared if I saw like tiny Santa running through my house.
Yeah.
That would be because I wouldn't know how to process that.
True.
I'm used to a Santa that would be like Roland size or me size. I'm not used to a Santa that's the size of a mouse.
If he
or
walked
cat.
in and he was like 3 feet high, you're like,
Yeah.
wait, no, you can't be Santa Claus.
Ho ho ho! But no, I don't.
Yeah, no.
I don't get that.
Santa sent one of his elves. Go away.
Go away. So I'm not getting any presents.
Yeah. Yeah. So size changing abilities, get up and down. Let's see here. William Pace says, Merry Christmas, Silverline. Merry Christmas, William.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Madness Pop says he can consume massive amounts of cookies and milk.
Yeah, and he doesn't seem to have like high cholesterol or diabetes like the rest of us would have if we had.
So
if we
he
ate
would,
like that.
yeah. So he would have to have some kind of really accelerated metabolism, right?
Yes, he could.
In order to digest that.
He goes to the gym.
He goes to the gym. Yeah. He's got to work out right before he goes. David Escudero says, or he can teleport from outside to inside.
That's the thing. I thought he could, because the chimney thing doesn't make any sense. Because a lot of houses now don't have a chimney.
True.
And
Yeah.
if you explain to the modern kid, he comes down the chimney, and the kid looks at his chimney and tries to figure out, nah, that's not happening.
Yeah.
We have a wood stove, or we have electric heat, or we have something. It's not coming down.
Well, and think of the hundreds of thousands of people who live in apartments.
Right.
They don't have fireplaces.
Right.
You know.
So it's really good that mythology has managed to last as long as it has. Oh, chimney. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, so
our doorman lets him in.
That's right. So one of our favorite family movies is Tim Allen's The Santa Claus.
Oh, right.
And in The Santa Claus, what he will do is he'll just pick a pipe, like any kind of random pipe from the roof, and he'll go down, and the chimney materializes. Right? A fireplace materializes. So
Right.
if they don't have a fireplace,
He makes a fireplace.
he magically makes a fireplace.
Which sounds like the kind of thing Disney would sit around a conference table and go, well, we could invent a fireplace in every home. We got a whole team of animators. We'll just make a fireplace.
Yeah, and then the next year they sell these fireplace logs,
Right.
Disney fireplace logs, which I never really understood those. Pop says he can make his reindeer fly. He can carry a huge bag of toys, so he's super strong.
True.
Yes.
So how does he make his reindeer fly?
Oh, they have magic dust or whatever it is.
Magic
right?
corn.
Is it
Magic
magic corn?
Magic corn feed, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta feed the reindeer. They know they gotta have that jump.
So he has to go ahead.
Oh, and as we know from other Christmas movies, it's a competitive sport to try to get to be one of the 8 reindeer.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
So he trains the super best, I guess.
And if you don't make it, they'll laugh at you and call you names.
Call you names.
Or until they need you, and then
Oh yeah, until they need you.
then suddenly they have empathy. Like, oh man, we're sorry that all of us here in Christmas Town picked on you for the last year or whatever, but yeah, we could really use your help.
Yeah, but that honker you got, that's pretty bright. We like that.
Wait a minute, we used to hate it, and we used to hate you, but now
but now.
now that you can be used by capitalism, we really like you.
That's right. Pop says those reindeers must have super speed. Yep, they have to get from or Woody says Santa can dilate time.
That's probably for us nerds. That's probably the greatest answer.
Yes, yeah, I think so.
Basically, you take the the 12 hours of night or whatever, and it widens out.
Yes, our 12 hours of night is like 12 months to him.
Right. It's like when Alaska in the wintertime, they're basically their one day is like 6 months.
Yeah.
And then,
so Pops, believe it or not, I get this reference. He says Cheech and Chong got it right. Cheech and Chong have a song, a Christmas song, where they go. I can't remember the name of it, but they're talking to each other. It's like, Santa Claus. He goes, yeah, I played with those guys. No, man, no, he's delivering presents. Oh yeah, cool, right? And he goes, but how does he get around? He's a little magic dust, a little bit of magic dust for reindeer, a little bit for Santa Claus, a little bit more for Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Right? It's magic dust. It's hilarious. And of course, that's what he said, magic dust. David Escudero says he has a tesseract or some dimensional portal in that sack.
That's a good one too.
That's a good one.
Because once you learn about the multiverse and once you learn about portals and wormholes, it's like, oh, okay, it's all possible.
I would say though, so how would that work, right? Does he? Because if he's got reindeer, does he just go? Does this portal open from room to room to room to room? So is he just jumping from room, or does he literally deliver your presents, go up the chimney, go to the next house, go down to the house? Where does the portal come into play?
But here's the thing though. If you want to rewrite this as nerd history, you could argue that some of that is the portal, where a lot of this happens sort of simultaneously because of the portal, and the rest of the stuff is just propaganda, which is it's the story he tells to sort of cover up the fact that, because nobody wants to know that Santa really gets around by wormhole or portal or secret passageway. It's like
propaganda.
I know what I'll tell him. I tell him I land on everybody's roof and I come down the chimney and I hand out presents under the tree, and I did this operation that would normally take like a full 365 days to do really happens only in one night.
Santa's got a propaganda minister.
That's right. That's the other guy in the chair. So I think that's
yeah. Michael Wilkinson. Hey, Michael. Merry Christmas to you. Thanks for hanging out with us. He says teleportation too.
Right, because the kids of the past, they need a mythology to buy into.
Right.
If you tell them, Santa's got a magic portal, it's like, where's the story in that? Where's the fun? Where's the adventure in that story? It's more fun as a kid to sort of sit around and go, he lands on my roof, he comes down my chimney, and if I sneak up out, if I get up at like 1 o'clock in the morning, peek around the corner, I might catch it.
Yes. That's or I might peek out the window and see him fly, see the reindeer flying, right?
And so I think I think for kids, having that mythology is a lot better than just wormhole.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I think I like to think that we three of us imagine ourselves as storytellers. It's like we would like to expand on the mythology and come up with a story, as opposed to just say, oh, he does it this way.
Yeah, we want to explain it, right?
Right. Yeah. There's no, because otherwise there's no fun.
Yeah.
If it's not an adventure.
Yeah. David Escudero says wrong one. He says he's got extrasensory ability to sniff out good from evil, and he's always spying on you. So a scrying pool or something.
Or he's telepathic.
Yes.
Because how else would he know if you're being good or bad throughout the year if he couldn't reach your mind?
He's like Professor X. He just has a massive headache all the time because he's getting all the good and bad thoughts.
So he's got a big cerebro to help him, right?
That's right. Yeah. Or he's got like one of those giant machines attached to some kind of giant brain, and he's getting impulses from all over the world or wherever it is he delivers.
What he says simultaneously in a multiverse. That's a theory I haven't heard before. You are a genius.
Well, you can look for Silverline's new Christmas project next.
There you go. That's right.
Next fall. Me and Roland and Mike are going to pitch that to each other.
That's right. Pop says he can tame elves.
Because they're wild and randy, so you got to,
Yeah.
They need health benefits. They need dental. They need insurance.
What about one that hasn't been mentioned here? What about super speed of some sort?
I'm sure he takes it. You mean he has to.
Yeah.
He doesn't take it. Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, I mean him moving, right? Like the Flash or Superman on speed.
Right. I think he has to do that.
Yeah.
Because also in the stupid DC universe of the 50s and 60s, the Flash had that treadmill that he had to get on in order to open up the wormhole or whatever, and go back and see his old Justice Society self.
Yeah.
And so I think maybe again, it's the stupid comics.
That's one of those things you got to sit around and go, who approved this, right?
When you're
wasn't there someone around going, hey, who approved this?
Hey, but we're talking about it.
Yeah.
How many years later we're still talking about it? It may be cheesy and whatever, but we're talking about it.
Yeah. Because it sticks in your head, and you don't.
Does.
And when you're 6 or 7 years old and you don't know how things work, it's like, oh, okay, I get that.
Yeah.
Well, and I think I think you're onto something there. I think sometimes you don't necessarily have to know how it works.
No.
You
just need to know the device works.
Yeah.
You don't have to know the how of it.
Right.
Ignore the man behind the curtain.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like, how does that happen? How does that work?
That's how we know when a guy gets shot in the shoulder, he can still fight to the end of the movie.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. I've been shot by a BB before, and I'm not fighting anybody.
No.
Ow!
No. I got to go to the hospital.
That's right. Another true story. So my cousin, he was probably, I don't know, 8 or 9, something like that.
Did you piss him off?
No, he was. He had a pellet gun, and my uncle, and they were fiddling around with it. And for some reason, he did something that you should never do. He stuck his finger at the tip of the pellet gun, and the pellet gun went off. They looked at his finger, nothing there. Oh, okay. Well, I guess it only shot air, right? 3 days later, his finger's starting to hurt him. They're like, what? Let's go, and it was swelling and everything. They go to the doctor. There's a pellet inside. It had gone into his skin, and so fast that it literally did not slice his skin or make him bleed, but the pellet had gone inside his finger.
Wow.
So they had to cut it open then and take the pellet out of his finger. True story.
Holy cow!
Don't ever stick your finger on the end of a barrel.
Well,
no.
Good advice for all gun users.
Right? Yeah. I don't care if it is a pellet gun or a BB gun. Don't put your finger there.
No,
I can't imagine he couldn't have felt that. I got shot with a BB gun in the face.
Oh.
So, somebody was handing somebody the gun, and it just he dropped it for a second, so he grabbed it by the trigger, and it just right here in my cheek, the fast part of my face, of course.
Yeah,
it hurt. I can't imagine in your finger.
I got my little finger caught in a binder clip one time, and I cried for days.
Exactly. Yes. I can't imagine.
And that was in Malibu.
I was a grown man at that time.
Yeah, I've been hit by that's what I'm saying. I've been hit by BBs before, and they hurt.
Yeah, they don't feel good.
Yeah, never in the face though, Mike.
It drew blood, but it was fun. I could,
Yeah. Oh, look at this. We've got a late edition here. Mr. Thomas Floramonte.
Howdy do. Can you hear me? I don't know if it's all working or not.
We can hear you, Tommy.
Okay, cool.
How are things in Mississippi?
It's cold.
Yeah.
Cold. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Give it a day or two. You'll be good.
It was 17 degrees Fahrenheit this morning when I woke up.
Well,
gosh.
You suck worse than I do.
Wait, you're not back home, are you?
I'm in Virginia.
Oh, okay. Oh, no. Yeah.
No,
it's cold there too.
Was here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 18 this morning.
Yeah,
when I
no,
woke
no.
up.
It was,
Man,
Oh no!
and I thought my
No, no,
28
no.
degrees was cold.
no. It's awful.
I cleaned out gutters today. Well, my son and I cleaned out gutters today. Fortunately for us, the wind wasn't blowing, so it was cold, but it wasn't, biting cold.
Right.
No. It's going to be
You
down
do
in the
that-
30s today.
Yeah.
Or tonight.
Say again, Mike?
I said, do you have hills that cut down the wind? I mean, we're okay. I didn't know what kind of area.
No. My folks are in the Delta, so it's just
Flat.
flat.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
Tommy, what are you doing?
Me? Went to eat at my favorite hamburger joint just a little while ago, but otherwise,
Whataburger?
no Whataburger, no Ward's.
Oh, Ward's. That's right.
That's right.
Is that a mom and pop thing, or is that a local chain?
No. It's well, I mean, it's individually owned chain. I guess you'd want to go. Yeah, it's just a hamburger place that we all enjoy down here. Yeah,
Just a hamburger place.
just a hamburger place.
Just
Good
a
hamburger.
place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Let's see a couple other comments here. Pop says the reindeer are fast, not Santa Claus.
Oh, that's true.
And then he says he has to be able to slow time, or he would never pull off kissing all those mommies.
That's a movie we've never seen. Santa the Player. We're missing.
Oh,
Santa the Player.
dude,
You get-
that I would watch that.
we would get
Yeah,
canceled so
we
fast.
need to save this. Yeah.
Santa the player.
Yeah,
Santa the Player.
Santa's kissing all the mommies under the Christmas tree, right?
Well, I tell you what, Santa in Red One, the way that he was all muscular and stuff. I bet he was having a good time.
Yeah, he was. We talked about him a little bit earlier. He was buff, wasn't he?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
What's the actor's name? I forget.
J.K. Simmons.
Yeah, he beefed up for that one.
Yeah. Let's see. Here we go. We already had that name right there, Tommy.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. So Tommy, we've been through a host of powers that Santa might have. What do you think Santa might have?
Well, I'm guessing you probably all the normal stuff. I guess you probably done super speed.
Yeah.
He can control time, right?
Yep.
So he can slow time down. I would think that he's got some sort of time traveling kind of thing. That's time, but he can just stop it. He's probably got some interdimensional travel kind of thing, so he can just keep it going and going.
Strange kind of.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Now he can control his size, so I guess he can shrink down. So he's got Ant-Man powers, right?
Yeah.
Y'all have already talked about all this stuff, I'm sure.
Yeah.
We love the Ant-Man power.
We do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else?
We talked about how creepy that would be to see Santa Claus.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
Well, he did that a lot in the Red One. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess he can speak to animals, so he's got like that talking because he always talks to the deer and all that kind of
He's a
stuff.
whisperer.
Yeah.
he's a reindeer whisperer.
There you go.
Yeah, super
Okay.
speed. He's really agile to be able to do some of the parkour stuff that he can do by getting into things. So he's got like come to think about it now, he's probably the ultimate superhero.
Yeah.
He's got all of them. He's got powers of the Flash, powers of Superman, powers of Batman, powers of Professor X, powers of Dr.
Oh
Strange, or-
no, you and I guess you've already said that. Of Professor X, because he knows if you've been good or bad.
There you go.
Yeah.
What about invisibility so he doesn't get caught?
Shoot, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
If you the reason we don't see Santa, right, putting the toys under the tree is you come down the stairs, Santa goes invisible.
Yeah. And all the technology and stuff, he's super smart. He can build all the stuff. And he's magical, right? So he's a magic user kind of guy.
Michael Wilkinson says he's got wish granting powers.
Shoot, yeah, God, this guy's got it all. He is the ultimate superhero.
So he's part witch.
Yeah.
Part warlock.
He could be our.
So, is he a demigod? That kind of superhero power. You know, he is the, you know.
Does he pal around with Thor and Hercules and
No,
Zeus and them?
He tells them what to do.
He feels more like a Kirby character at this point.
He does.
Than your traditional sort of John Byrne, Chris Claremont.
But he's got the heart of gold too. So you know he's got that. He's such a sweet fella to do all these things for no money at all.
Like a 60s Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Or like the TV Superman, the George Reeves Superman.
Yeah. Because he always had a smile on his face, didn't he?
Yeah. The great my favorite thing about I'll side quest for a second. My favorite thing about the TV Superman with George Reeves is that when he is Clark Kent, and there's a lot of stuff going around in the human world, and he's just sitting back going, "Puny humans," and he just knows that at any second now he's just gonna take off his clothes, put on the suit, and then just like punch a guy out, and it's done.
Right.
And all that running around means nothing. And I love how, and he's not superior in like an arrogant sort of way. It's just superior in like, I know 5 minutes in the future I'm gonna punch a guy.
Right.
Very childlike.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think George Reeves remains I know we're off topic now, but I know George remains like my favorite Superman guy.
Yeah.
With Christopher Reeve right underneath that number 2.
Yep.
Dustin Yoke says, "Hey y'all,
Howdy.
what is up,
Hey,
Dustin? How y'all doing? How we doing tonight? We are doing well.
Give us your Santa powers.
Thank you for hanging out with us.
Just
tonight,
think of Santa's probably got the ultimate business skills too. He's got all these accounting skills.
Yeah.
Because he has a lot of money.
Woody says, I think Samantha on Bewitched got her nose twitch habit from Santa Claus.
Oh,
He's a player.
What he knows.
Yeah. Well, you know, you talk about you're talking about the bookkeeping, right? He's got people for that.
Yeah. Well, but you know, he's got it, but he knows all the people. I mean, when you see him walking down the street, he's looking at it and goes, Samantha this, blah 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 that. He said, "You've been good." He knows. He just got it all in his head.
Yeah.
Well, I would say also
maybe he's a cyborg.
Except, that's right. He's like a supercomputer that was created thousands of years ago, and he just keeps replicating himself like a Star Trek episode.
It could be.
The thing is that there is not. I mean, except for the occasional movie, there really isn't a bad guy or a bad organization trying to stop him. Like there's not a mythology built around that. Because people want he's beloved. People want him to come to their house. People want him to get the toy or the iPad or the PS4 or whatever.
Right.
And so there's nothing like you don't want to be bad so that he ignores you, but you don't think badly of him.
Right. Yeah. Well, although, you know,
that's good PR. He has good PR powers.
If Dustin just said Krampus, right?
Krampus.
But so we know right. So if you're good, he knows you've been good or bad, right? You get a toy if you're good. You get a lump of coal if you're bad. So what if you get the coal? What do you think of Santa then?
Well, who's really gotten coal?
I don't know anybody's gotten coal.
Yeah, nobody's ever said that they've got the
right.
So at some point they're.
So it's if you're going to stretch this out, it sounds like Santa finds the good in everyone, even the bad person.
Or he's using that power to make you become a good person, so that way he doesn't have to give you coal.
Or he gives you coal, but you think.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's true.
That's right, like Calvin and Hobbes. You're actually sitting out in your yard playing with a lump of coal, but to you it looks like a remote control car.
Right.
Yeah, I guess he's got like the daredevil skills to be able to do all of the stuff to get down the chimneys and squeeze
without the blindness.
Yeah.
Yeah, without the blindness. Yeah.
He's got a sharp suit. You know, most of the time his Red Santa outfit is really cool looking.
There's a great, I know it's for a crappy product, Capital One credit cards, but there's a great John Travolta commercial where he's like the super cool Santa walking down the street, like a Saturday Night Fever kind of Santa, going like, "Hey,
Oh
finger gun,
yeah,
Yeah.
what's in your
Yeah.
wallet, kids?" And
Yeah.
it's a really
Credit card.
it's for stupid credit cards, but it's a fun take, I think, on the Santa mythology.
Yeah. John Travolta. Yeah, that's a good commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah. Woody says, I'm also a George Reeves guy.
Woody and I are the kings.
There you go.
Michael Wilkinson says maybe he started as a man that got genie powers in ancient Rome.
Oh, there's a good origin story that hasn't
There
been
you
done.
go.
Usually,
It
usually
is.
they start
Yeah.
off with the in some kind of Christmas Snowville thing.
Somebody
But,
write that down.
I got it. I got you.
Dustin says his source for Krampus is a Christmas horror story. Michael Wilkinson says he's got resurrection powers, right?
Well, he can live forever, right? Or
Yeah.
supposedly.
Or
Once he falls off a roof.
Immortality.
Immortality. Yeah.
Actually, it would be cool if during the off season he's in a hyperbaric chamber, so he's not
Oh, that's
aging.
right.
He's just slowing down his own time.
There you go.
Yeah, I like that one.
So-
Yeah. Dustin
Most of the time, Mrs. Claus looks pretty good.
That's right.
especially when he's not in the chamber.
Yeah,
So that's the thing too. It almost looks like a funny sitcom where he's got the hot wife and he's the heavyset guy. And so
Yeah.
it's like King of Queens without the red suit.
Yeah. Dustin says the Santa Claus movie, we saw firsthand what getting cold does to someone.
Oh, I don't know that one. What's the Santa Claus?
You know
movie?
what? I don't remember that.
That's not the one with Dudley Moore, is it?
The Santa Claus movie is the one with the
Tim Allen.
Tim Allen.
Well,
Yeah.
there was Santa Claus the movie in the 80s.
Right. There's a Santa Claus the movie, which is the one with Dudley Moore as the tiny elf,
Yeah.
Huh.
which is not good at all. It's made by the same guys that made the Christopher Reeve Superman movie, the Salkinds, and they're just they basically had one movie in them.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah, I don't remember that. I don't remember the Cole thing.
I don't either. Somebody's gonna have to fill us in.
No.
Dustin, help us out
Yeah, Dustin, you're gonna have to explain that one a little bit to us.
because we're dumb. Well, I
Well,
am.
too
The
much-
other part.
I
Too
remember
much eggnog.
the Tim Allen Santa Claus.
You know, they had Cole in the second movie when they made the duplicate. That was the
Yeah.
second movie, yeah. That he was trying to give out Cole to everybody.
Yeah.
It was beneath the planet of Santa Claus.
But he didn't actually give Cole to anybody.
The Battle for the Santa Claus.
It's better for the Santa Claus. Conquest of the planet of the Santa Claus.
Well, we get the guy that almost looks like Santa Claus, but not quite.
That's right.
He's there most of the movie.
That's right.
So at the end,
Yeah. Oh man, that second Planet of the Apes was so bad.
Ah,
The first one was so good, right? The first one was so good, but that second one was just terrible.
it's the thing where you try really, really hard to make a movie with a serious message, and you forget that you're making a movie about monkeys who took over the planet and have guns. And it's like all I want to see about my monkey takeover movie is the monkeys with guns running around. I want to see like a Die Hard kind of thing. I don't want to see an ecological,
Nope.
thing about how we need nuclear disarmament.
No.
It's like, I get it. Nuclear weapons are bad.
Right.
Don't make my monkey movie
No.
about that.
My monkey movie.
Don't give the monkeys guns and let them shoot.
Yeah. Michael Wilkinson says immortal transference.
Oh, that's good. I don't know what that means, but I like the sound of it.
giving it to somebody else.
It sounds to me like you right. So you give it, immortality to someone else.
Well, it sounds like Michael wrote that up on the whiteboard at school, and he's going to test me on it later. And I don't.
Yeah.
I didn't read the book.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, at least one day of the year, he has like the ultimate appetite. He could just eat all day long, or at least while he's working, because he's eating all of the cookies and the
yeah.
milk.
He carbo loads like an '80s football player.
Sure does. Well, you got to have all that for all that energy to deliver to all the house. Yeah. Got to keep it up, keep the energy up.
But I think, as we all know from our nutritional experts, you don't need to get super fat in order to do a lot of exercise.
No.
It's better if you stay healthy year round.
Yeah. So this was going to skirt the PG-13. So what does Santa do when he's got to drop a load? He eats so much, right? he can't possibly go all the way around the world without having to.
That's why I blame that when I leave the bathroom. It's like, oh, Santa did that. Santa.
Yeah. I think he just squat. You know, I think he just takes care of business in the house that he's in at the time.
Yeah.
Everybody's asleep, and all of a sudden you hear the toilet flush, and you're like, "That must be." I guess Santa.
Santa must be here.
That's how you know Santa's been in your house.
That's right. He left all kind of presents. So.
Yeah. That's he left. That's right. He left.
Oh, Mom! Santa left skid marks.
Oh,
And he drinks all your wine.
that's right. Some drug Santa.
Yeah.
So now I think we've ruined Santa Claus for a new generation.
Yeah, I think we have.
On you, Rowan, man.
Man, I think we've about exhausted superpowers Fanta too.
No, there's got to
Well,
be.
I think what's the best Santa Claus movie that you guys have seen that showcases a lot of the Santa mythology that we've talked about? I'll tell you. I'll give you one. Klaus.
Klaus is good. That's a good one.
Klaus is
Oh,
The animated.
the animated one. I need to see that.
I think it's fantastic. It builds on the mythos without, like, some of the movies are like they stomp the movie and they say, well, here's where Santa got his X, and then they do some of the movie again, and then they stomp it and they go, well, here's where Santa got his Y. And so, but Klaus does that, but they hide it so elegantly in the story.
And it's beautiful.
And the animation is top notch. It's one of the best looking animated features I've ever seen.
It's a good looking movie.
I need to see that.
I would, if again, in a perfect world, those are the guys who would make the Man in the Mask animated feature for me, because that's the high level that I expect from the light and the shadows that Mike and his son bring to the work.
Yeah,
that I want in that. So I highly recommend Klaus.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, so I need to see it.
Oh, you fool! It's on Netflix.
But for actually, this is kind of weird. You said what movie where he does all the stuff? What is the latest Red One? He's sure at the end anyway, when he's actually doing the Santa Claus stuff, he's doing all the crazy superhero-y stuff when he's delivering.
Right.
I mean, we get The Rock the rest of the movie, but then at the very end, when he's actually doing the Santa Claus stuff,
we see him using portals, we see him shrinking, we see him
taking a break, doing his stuff, getting him moving on to the next place, doing all the stuff. Yeah.
Did you see him eat the really bad cookie? Oh no, he picked up the cookie. And it was he doesn't like macadamia nuts.
He doesn't like macadamia nuts.
He picked up the cookie and then
he slides it back.
It's come back. That was pretty good.
I ain't eating that.
Yeah, I think the Santa Claus by Tim Allen does a really good job of covering a lot of that. It's particularly the thing about how does he get into the houses,
right?
Show him getting down the chimney and all that kind of stuff, and the magic bag where he just reaches in and
pulls out another thing.
Yeah, because at one point in time he goes, no, I can't do anything else because the bag's empty, and they're like, check it out. He's like, oh no, look, there's presents in there again. How did that happen?
Well, it's another classic take on the sort of the chosen one mythology, where you take the regular guy who's just living his life and kind of being a jackass, and then suddenly like he gets the lightsaber. And he gets it's like, no, you're not the kid who waters the fields on the desert planet. Now you're Santa Claus, and you got to deliver presents to Mos Eisley. Off you go.
On a land speeder.
On a land speeder.
Have y'all seen the Prep and Landing animated movies? The little cartoon thing, Prep and Landing, the Disney Prep and.
I know what you're talking about, but I've never watched it.
Oh, they're pretty fun. Yeah, they're mostly to do with the elves stuff, but at the end when Santa's delivering presents and stuff, it's pretty fun. But that's a good one.
Well, I recommend Klaus.
What about you guys in chat? What Santa Claus movie do you think everyone should watch?
Miracle on 29th Avenue, whatever it's called.
Miracle on 34th Street.
34th Street.
But those are more like Earth-based sort of.
Yeah.
Those are like human stories about Santa Claus, as opposed to a Santa Claus movie that sort of explains the Santa Claus mythology.
Yeah,
so I think it's two different types. I mean, they're good movies, but they're not Santa Claus movies necessarily.
So, have you guys seen Violent Night?
Which one is that?
That's the one with
Is that the one that just came out a couple of years ago?
Yeah, it was about 2 or 3 years ago. So really recent.
Yeah, it's with David Harbour, right?
Yeah,
David Harbour, I think so.
Yeah, he plays the people in the house are all kidnapped by the gangsters or whatever.
Yes.
In Santa Claus. Oh, fantastic movie.
Oh, David Harbour. That's who it was. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that is a good one.
Not for kids.
No, not for kids at all. But I think that's a good one because he starts off. He has his arc, right? Santa has his arc because he starts off kind of jaded, and then I forget the girl's name, but the girl in the movie kind of renews his faith in kids and him being Santa for his reason for being.
Because she believes.
She believes. Yeah.
I think so. Maybe this is the actual true power of Santa, is that the Santa Claus mythology can survive being an animated special for children, an animated movie for the family, an R-rated violent movie for adults, and it's still true to the mythology of the Claus. Yeah. And so I think maybe that is the superpower.
Oh, that's a good one, Tom.
There.
Man, leave it to Tom to go deep.
I get the A+ today then.
You do. Tom gets the A+ today. Violent Night. I do recommend that one, but it is not for kids.
I think it's a great performance by David Harbour, who is a really good sort of underrated, underutilized. I mean, he's in a lot of stuff, but I think he could be in a lot more stuff.
Yeah,
he's just really good. In the same way that Ron Perlman is also good.
Yeah.
David Harbour is like a Ron. Somebody should take Ron Perlman and David Harbour and team them up as brothers and make a crime movie. There's my pitch. I have no idea for it, but that's my pitch.
I'd watch it.
We're gonna have to work on that.
Yeah.
What else? Anything else?
I got nothing. I'm out of claws.
Yeah. I'm out of.
I think we hit it.
So big plans for the week. Anybody? I know Tommy's in Mississippi.
I'm already
with the family.
Yep.
I'm in Arkansas. If you couldn't tell, I'm gonna celebrate with the family. So
I'm really, really cold. And I gotta say, I just don't like it. I don't like being. I have a thing where I'm at the age where I don't like being too hot, don't like being too cold. I like being medium.
Yeah.
And I'm not any of that.
That's right.
So, but
that's right. Yeah, like Goldilocks, right?
That's right. I don't like my porridge too hot. Don't like my porridge too cold.
Just right. That's
so
right.
I got plans with family and friends, and
nice.
I'm going to eat as if I was going to be Santa Claus. Only I'm not going to do any of that. I'm just going to eat.
Yeah. My mom has made a Danish, and oh my gosh, I was like, Mom, you're killing my diet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I got a pass.
This week you have a pass for diet.
Yeah.
I think that's true. It's your cheat week.
Yeah, cheat week. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I think anyone who chooses to go on a diet just before Christmas, there's something not right here.
No,
right?
January is when you join the gym. January is when you go on the diet. January is when you make your New Year's resolutions, and January is when you delude yourself into thinking I'm going to lose some weight.
That's right.
Not happening.
Let's see here. I don't think there's a whole lot of news either.
What's the Tuesday show?
Tuesday and Wednesday are both taking the day off. Tuesday is Christmas Eve, and Wednesday is Christmas Day, so they are taking the day off. Instead, what we're going to do next week, we're just going to have a great big Silverline Christmas party, and we're not coming up here with a topic. Just any of the Silverline family who wants to show up and hang out with us for an hour. We'll just sit here and we'll talk about what Santa Claus brought us, right? And we'll try to figure out how we got from Kentucky to Mississippi to Canada to Florida, Arkansas in a split second like that.
I would also say that we should all bring one comic that we think was the best thing we read all year.
Ooh, nice. Good idea.
That's good. I can't bring it because
you're in Mississippi.
All of my comics are back home.
Yeah, mine too. But I can pull up an image.
Yeah, I can too. Yeah,
I've read. I got like a top 10 of great comics that I've read this year. So I'm
nice.
I'm all in. But
that's good, Tom. I may holler at you to do something like that for our newsletter. I like that. That's a very cool idea.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're just gonna have us a Christmas party hangout. I talked to Mr. Pete, and Mr. Pete even said, "Yeah, I'll probably show up for a little bit for the Christmas
that'd
party."
Be great.
Cool.
Yeah. He knows there's no alcohol, right?
That's why I told him it was BYOB.
Oh, there you go. It's not open bar.
No open bar. You gotta bring your own.
Unless it's at your house.
That's right. So we'll just do that. I'll post the link to all of the Tuesday, the Wednesday team, and then also to the team. Those who don't normally come, we'll hope they'll show up. Maybe we'll get some of the folks who are a bit shy, get them to pop in and at least say hello to us. And
who are these shy people you're talking about?
Yeah, I know.
Give me their name.
There's a couple of them. All right, I'll DM you. So, a bunch of you guys hung out with us tonight. Thank you. Let's see. Most of you still coming from Twitter. Matter of fact, everybody is from Twitter right now. So,
hey, we appreciate all you guys. So thanks for listening and have a good holiday.
Absolutely. I don't have Tommy. I'm depending on you tonight. I don't have my wristband. You don't have yours either, huh?
I do. It's in another state, 2 states away.
Yeah. All right, then. Well,
no, Mike's got his. Where's Mike?
There we go. I've got some. Woo-hoo.
All right.
Look at that.
Counting on Mike here. Well,
there we go.
We'll see you guys next week. Until
Make
next
mine
time, remember
Silverline.
to
Hey,
make mine Silverline. Good night, everyone.
Happy holidays, everyone.
Hi, I'm Greg Horn. Make mine Silverline.